A woman reported standing in despair and running for cover on Monday as she witnessed masked gunmen murder her father at McCoy Lane, St. Andrew. Gary Thomas, age 48, was standing with a friend near his gate when two men approached and started shooting him. His daughter Ariel believed he was the target because he was shot and chased. "I saw my father run off and I tried sight the shot them. One connect him and him drop. By the time him drop, the man just go over him and give him the whole of the gunshot them," the deceased man's daughter said. She initially sought to run to her father's defense but was advised by a woman to save herself. Ariel later returned to the scene where her father was found seriously injured. As she tried to speak, blood flowed from his mouth. "Me said to him, 'My father, you are go where left me?' And my father just dead," a weeping Ariel said. He was rushed to hospital where he was pronounced dead. Mr. Andrew Onus is appealing to workers of the NWC Jamaica to end their strike and return water supply across the island. The situation has left more than 500,000 NWC customers without water.
I would also take this opportunity to make an appeal to the workers and leadership of the NWC to return to work and to get back to manning our water stations and returning water, this essential commodity, to our citizens, to our businesses, to our schools, hospitals, and all our endeavors in making Jamaica a place that is growing, that is prosperous. We do understand and believe that there are valid concerns by the workers and staff of the NWC. We do understand that there may be issues of trust and confidence involved in the relationship between the workers and the government. We acknowledge that at some point the workers would have to get the attention of the government. And I believe that the attention has been gotten. We are in negotiations. We have been in negotiations since yesterday. Having that now being established, that we are negotiating, we are discussing and coming to conclusion and hopefully solutions, that it would be in the interest of all that the water supply is returned. In other words, now that we are at the table, we are discussing, there is no need for the public to continue to suffer. Right now as we speak, I'm getting several calls from businesses, from schools, from hospitals, that they are at serious risk. Hotels have been saying that they're trying to relocate guests into other areas where water supply is available. Many of them, their backup supplies are running low. So I start at this point in making an appeal to their workers. Jamaica is one boat. And if there is a hole in the boat, we are all at risk of sinking. I think that has to be the consideration for every Jamaican. Yes, your particular situation might be different, probably worse than others. But it makes no sense to jeopardize everything else. We are right at the cusp of taking off as a country. Coming out of a crisis, being the pandemic, then being hit by another one of which we had nothing to do with, a geopolitical issue, which has created even further dislocation in commodity markets, in particular energy, having to be dealing with inflation. But yet, The country is reporting increased employment, even more than before the pandemic. We're seeing the tourist arrivals increasing almost back to pre-pandemic levels. We're seeing economic activity taking off. We should not be the ones creating a crisis to sink our own ship.